Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at DoReMi Fantasy Milon's Doki Adventure on the SNES, which if you've never played it before, it's a bit of an odd one. It's probably the closest thing to say is it's a platformer. However, it's probably best to say that it's a crossbreed of Mario, Sonic, The Legend of Zelda and Bubble Bobble. It's completely insane. At the start, the only options you can do is change from mono to stereo using the triggers on the, classic controller, or GameCube obviously. You've got then the password, which is the bottom thing, and start game, which is the top thing. There's a story at the start, but as it's all in Japanese, and as I never show the story anywhere, I'm just going to skip them, because thankfully you can skip them. I hate it when games force it, kind of like Newtopia. So anyway, that's that then. You then go onto the world map, and the whole point of the game is basically 7 worlds, boss on each world, kill the bosses with bubbles, surprisingly. It's kind of the same situation as Mario, where pretty much every boss requires you to jump on them. And basically, going through the levels, there's all sorts of stuff to do. Basically, as I say, the bubble bobble part is simply that you trap your enemies in bubbles, and then you touch them to kill them. So that's about that then. Unfortunately, they don't explode or anything though, which is a shame, but even so. There's musical notes everywhere which just basically act like the coins from Mario. There's power-ups like bowling balls, so you can get things like weapons. You can get those suits which basically they allow you to get hit more than once before you die. The maximum is this green one here, which is 3. The red one's the one you start with, and the blue one's just 2. Whole point is you go left to right through the levels, pretty much like jumping on things and platforms and stuff. As I mentioned, it is kind of like a platformer. And get the end of the level, go on to the next one. The whole point of the game though is that you're supposed to be freeing these magical music instruments, basically ocarinas, and to be fair that's the only one I remember, and that's only Bricks of Zelda, but basically you have to collect these magic stars in order to free them of their curse so that they're usable, and whenever there's a magic star on a level it does inform you, so you have to keep your eyes open. Basically, using the instruments does all sorts of different things. For example, one of them allows you to push special magical blocks, one of them creates ladders, one of them allows you to dive underwater and stuff like that. So until you get that, there's no actual swimming sections or anything. But even then, once you have done, it's quite simple to swim. You just basically tap the B button and the likes. Musically, things sound pretty damn good, so I'm going to shut up for a few seconds and just let you have a little listen. So there we go then, that was a bit of the music, and that was also me getting a bit screwed over there, as I quite clearly went through that leaf. At least I've got video proof of this happening for once. But anyway, the only other things pretty much there is to mention is that there's a few mini games around, basically things like Bird Hunt, where you have to shoot the birds, Counting Birds, where you have to count the birds, and a memory game where obviously you have to remember. As well as doing a normal attack, as you can see there, basically if you hold the Y button down, which is your attack button, you charge up to do that super thing, so that's a pretty cool thing, it comes in very handy. And that's pretty much everything there is to say, other than that graphically things look pretty damn good, nice crystal clear. So there we go then. If you've enjoyed this review, then please subscribe to my videos, there'll be plenty more on the way, and this has been Demon212, signing off.